Alrighty folks, welcome back to another episode of my Roman Empire playthrough where of course we're trying to get that one faith, and I'm going to try to keep the game unpaused mostly because we're actually running out of things to do, guys. We've got to destroy Mexico. We've taken care of all of Europe as far as I can tell. We have to destroy this dude as well, and like that's about it apart from converting. We have a truce with both nations, and although I feel like we could get away with just waiting for our truce to come, I think I will truce break at least one of them to make sure that I've sort of got enough provinces to convert. So this one comes up in 9 years, and this one even longer. I think we'll truce break this dude. But either way, I've got to be vigilant, pausing and converting these provinces. I threw down a whole bunch of basilica in Japan, which will help us with conversion. Strength on his Shinto provinces. And I also threw a bunch down in other areas, but I want to make sure that, let's see, like here, it doesn't actually detract from... I want to make sure that I don't have provinces which are not Orthodox, which I wish to convert, but I'm not able to send missionaries there due to the fact that I'm building buildings. So I'm doing what I can to build those, but at the same time I want to keep the missionaries cranking them out to be as efficient as possible. Yeah, so I think we will go for truce break. We're waiting for our colonists to finish here. I'm going to throw them down in this province, and I think that's the last province, guys. I've looked around throughout the world. I really hope I'm not mistaken. I think that's the last province in the game, which is not colonized. And as soon as that is the case, then, hey, remove Sweden from the map. Interesting. Colonized Tay. Oh, of course, it's one of these bloody provinces. God dang these missions. Yeah, needless to say, there are colonizable provinces which are not colonizable for me in this patch, so that's a bit awkward. Last episode, we did cancel the Russian guarantee over the Swedes, and our truce comes up with them fairly soon. That's also another nation, before I forget, that we also need to destroy it, but of course they're just a one province minor, which is really not that big of a deal. And unfortunately for me, for reals, we do have quite some modifiers around like this, where provinces cannot be converted. So even though we're kind of ahead of the game in the sense of conquering the world, I mean, not that there's other people who have, you know, not done better. I just mean the fact that wow, somebody managed to take... Oh, we only have 12 prestige. Okay. Alright, somebody took Defending the Faith again. It's gonna be important to keep our prestige up now. I regret doing that. Hey, speaking of which, get some prestige here. Converting these provinces does give prestige, and yeah, we're getting a lot of prestige. So I'm going to try to make it so that once we next take Defender of the Faith, it can't be stolen from us, because that's a bit of an issue. It's a bit of an issue, an upsetting issue. So I'm waiting for this core to finish, because we might as well, in order to make sure that the Indian here that we have in southern India can core all of this country up, which they probably could do anyway. And we could afford the overextension anyway, couldn't we? Nope, I changed my mind. I'm just going to go truce break them while I can. It's something to do, because that's what I'm trying to say, if I can finish my thought, is that it is a bit unfortunate, guys, that wow, that's really cheap. That was like just over 200 admin, I think, to truce break. That's crazy. it's going to come to a point where I have very little to do, which means I may have to sort of commentate on gameplay, or rather commentate a lack of gameplay while we just chill and wait for things to go down, which is not ideal from my position, but we'll do what it takes, hanging out together. It's really important that I can jam somebody up to 5, and we don't have anybody except a culture here. Yeah, so once we throw down that last colonist, guys, we are going to switch out our, we could go for trade, or, what is the other one? There's another idea group, which I do know and I can't think of right now. It's the terrible one. The one that a lot of people consider to be terrible, but both of them are going to be as bad as each other for us, because they have literally no use as far as I can tell at this stage of the game. But if we do manage to finish it, we can jam down a policy for +1 missionary strength, and of course that is the case with aristocratic ideas as well, which we certainly are going to finish. We just need 800 more military points, which we're currently focusing down, and I'm sure we will reach before the end of the game. Admin has little... Dude, Mark, throw the missionaries down. Stop bloody... Stay focused. Stay focused. Throw the missionaries down, you noob. I was trying to say that admin has little use to us as well, so we don't have to worry about the truce breaks. That's quite motivating though. Our stability cost is just so low. I think I'll probably, after this war, wait for my war exhaustion to decrease, as we got a big bunch of war exhaustion by truce breaking like that. And I think we'll probably just truce break again. That's what we can use our admin for at this stage. A lot of people have been speculating they think I'm going to make it, which is pretty exciting. I do hope so. But I can't say that I'm quite so sure myself that we are going to make it. But that is one less of the nations in the world to exist, and we're going to go ahead and throw him down. If I can find him. This is our Indian, right? Yes. We're going to go ahead and hand off all of these provinces, which we can convert from him either way. But he does have religious ideas, so it's not that significant, but it's a pretty good idea to hand him provinces, in my opinion, and we can both do our best to convert it. Of course, the plan is to just neglect his provinces essentially, and focus on other regions where our subjects and myself are unable to convert it without me directly interfering, and then hoping that that region just becomes just casually becomes orthodox. I might as well give him that one as well. I've got a feeling that before the end of the game, he will, you know, core up this region. Let's go ahead and influence him. And you know what? Let's influence Japan as well. Japan's really upset with me though. Yeah, so let's just kind of ignore that and hope that he converts with his religious ideas. But either way, back to what I was talking about, which is the lack of things to do. So I'm going to try to keep the game paused. We got some good prestige. The Canadians, or anybody else for that matter, should not be able to take Defender of the Faith if we have more prestige than them. So he's got 75. I'd say in due time, we'll have more than him. And yeah... I'm so sad that he keeps taking it. we're looking pretty stable nowadays by comparison. Haha, he's got a nice missionary down. That's what I want to see. In fact, I might hand off 2 more of these provinces. We're converting them either way. It's inconsequential. We converted up that region from last episode. Yeah, man, there's really not that much to be converted. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I am going to wait for my war exhaustion to diminish, guys, without spending my Diplo if I can avoid it. And let's try to suffer less attrition by putting generals on these guys. Yeah, back in against Mexico with that truce break. I'm happy to do that. The last truce break was so easy. Didn't feel like a hit at all. I guess a lot of people were saying cancel my guarantee over Russia. I've basically done that indirectly. It's been cancelled to break a relation there. We're only gaining 4 diplo a month. I'm thinking about perhaps I should cancel subjects like Ming. If it's one isolated alone subject, then they're not going to be able to do anything. Alrighty, we've converted everything we can for now, so let's go on to our subjects. I think obviously Japan has quite a few and he doesn't have religious ideas. So that's a good place to throw down some missionaries. There's a modifier on each of those provinces. I think actually the best place, I was going to say maybe Norway. I built some basilica out here, didn't I? Everywhere that I can. And I guess this guy's actually converting pretty nicely, and he is going to have a whole bunch more Catholic provinces soon, so I won't shy away from trying to convert some of his provinces. And of course we don't need the settler to continue working this, just start the colony. Once we start the colony, I can cancel those ideas. Yeah, I wonder, I feel like we could cancel Ming. Ming's actually happy with us though, whereas the Poles are not. I don't want to cancel Japan, because I want to help him convert his provinces. Okay, this has been converted. Cool. Ming's converting that province, thank goodness. So Ming actually managed to convert everything. Nice job. You know, over the time he's converted the odd province, which I appreciate. I don't want to be suffering attrition here, because if we go to war, then that results in war exhaustion. Cool. Yeah, I mean, there was a point where I was trying to expand faster than I was converting, if that makes sense, so that I always had something to convert. And those times are kind of long gone. Like, we've run out of places to expand, and we're converting just about everything, right? So I've really done my best. The thing we could be doing better, of course, is have another missionary. But I'm feeling pretty optimistic. Like, we've got a lot of time left in the game, and we're converting it up. This feels pretty good. Our prestige is getting up there. We need another 12 more prestige. Fully annexing Mexico should give us some prestige, but the prestige over time and the conversions are good. And of course those policies only give 1 missionary strength, which is You know, when you're converting provinces at sort of at most at about 7 months, which is pretty quick, the missionary strength, one missionary strength, excuse me, does very little. But of course, we're just going to take everything that we can. That's what I'm going for. Because it might make the difference. But yeah, I don't want to sound too cocky, but I'm feeling pretty good. Are you guys feeling the same way? All of a sudden. I have to make sure I don't put down one of my missionaries on one of these areas where they cannot progress. That would not be smart. I think we're good right now, though. None of these areas in sort of central and southern Japan should have any modifier like that. Oh wow, golden era ends, feels bad, man. No, I should have... Ah! We still get that bonus, I can tell. Let's take that before the end of the month while we still have the golden age bonus. Cool. Because it would have cost 400 otherwise. I don't think I have any other idea cost reduction. So that's nice. I think I see more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I've got one here. Japan is converting one of his provinces. Good lad. That's really nice. To see Ming's converting one of his as well. Religious Shinto rebels. You must die. Must be destroyed. We've got a good amount of troops here to defend in India where we could expect some revolts. I'm wondering. This is something I could do to have a very small effect on conversion strength, speed, whatever. I mean, if you build this, then perhaps your subject gains the strength, right, to convert it without religious ideas, and perhaps the will to convert it. Perhaps that's why Japan is converting his province, you know? Yeah, so one of our modifiers lasts 10 years, guys. It's a bit awkward, I'm not gonna lie. Like, after all of this time, it's not sort of ideal. It's an experience, I suppose, but I didn't intend to sort of record a video for, you know, 45 minutes or whatever, just waiting. I'm about to be capped on my Diplo points. What's the best? Oh, we're so close. I think, honestly, guys, if I do anything like this, wow, 35, that's really cheap. Okay, let's just reduce our war exhaustion. I was going to say that it's probably best to just be inefficient there. And, that's the most efficient way to save points, if that makes sense, to be near my cap. It probably was, come to think of it. We only get 4 a month. It probably was smarter to just not do anything there, but war exhaustion is something we can resolve, because we can go back to war against Mexico. Now, the other thing is, alright, British Mexico has caught up all of the Mexican provinces, so I'm perfectly happy to go back in. Yeah, see, right now I could be at 99 Diplo points right when I'm about to cancel my ideas. Now, let's not be a fool. I suppose this needs to finish, right? If we cancelled our ideas and lost our colonist, our colony has to begin, I suggest. So let's not go mad and just cancel our idea right now. Excuse me. Alright, why don't we do a few conversions in Norway? I think Japan's looking pretty good at the moment. And I've built everywhere I can, right? Where there's building slots. The Basilica. Haha, Norway converts a province. Good on him. That's good stuff. Let's do that one, which is 18 development, because I suspect that the Poles will never do it. I wonder, can I build Basilica around here? Try to, oh, I've got 2 missionaries. Let's use them. Alrighty, I think it's time, guys, to no CB. And here's hoping that we can fully annex this guy, despite him. That's much more expensive without the age bonus. Yeah, here's hoping we can fully annex this guy without, well, considering the fact that the colonial nations seem to take the occupations and you don't even have the option to return them to yourself. That's really awkward. I find that to be very awkward. This guy has no troops. Good for us. And he's got the 1 fort. So this will be a very easy war. A little bit concerned about this situation. No Orthodox nation should be able to become non-Orthodox. So one of these provinces had a modifier. It's disappeared now. And it was Mainz who did that. And Cleves has religious ideas. So I'm confident he can convert that. But either way, I suppose we're going to have time by the looks of things. Even if he didn't, we can just go in with Imperialism CB and just do it ourselves. Oh, I would like those Diplo points. Cool. We should be able to keep that idea around, the event rather, and sort of sleaze those Diplo points. Oh wow, Mexico's a lot of troops up there. Why are they up there? Did they just sneak past? I should hunt his troops, I reckon. We'll probably find that he's got really bad army composition. We'll wreck him if we just catch him. We'll probably find it's the quickest way to piece him out is by wrecking his armies. Okay, we're about to be capped, so I've got 2 months. I mean, I'm happy to lose 1 Diplo point next month. So it turned out to be a pretty good idea to reduce our missionary strength, our war exhaustion rather. Probably the best use of our Diplo there. Good call, Monk. It's almost like I've played this game once or twice before. Alright, so that's theoretically, that is converted. Let's cancel this idea group. And we're going to take espionage, which combined with religious ideas gives +1 missionary sense from a thingy, a policy. I really hope I haven't missed another colony. Like I said, a lot of people are telling me to use the ledger. It just doesn't seem to do anything, guys. Maybe it will now. No, it doesn't. It won't now. It just shows you the possible colonies are your colonies which are being colonized but not finished. That's all that it shows you. Either way, we've taken espionage ideas. I really wish that we still had the 10% reduced cost. And I'm going to switch my military to Diplo focus once we're finished on the aristocratic ideas. And of course we're taking the aristocratic ideas for the same reason, if it's not clear. Oh, nice, he's converting that with his missionaries. I think part of the reason he's converting them is because the development is so low. But it also affects his religious unity. I don't think they have humanist, do they? They don't have religious, but I don't think they have humanist either. He just took humanist. Alright. But he doesn't have the religious unity and so on bonuses at the moment. Just the unrest. Anyway, I kind of feel like low development promises he will convert. That's all I'm trying to say. I might convert that 23 specifically on the Mexican capital for him. I guess I might be able to turn the speed up, eh guys? That's one good news. Well, not really though, because I've got to be vigilant on just throwing these missionaries back down. But at the same time, we are kind of getting to a point where I have genuinely converted most of the world. Like, if we get to a point where everything is orthodox and we're just waiting for stuff, like modifiers to go away, then I could go on speed 5, just saying. Just saying. And that kind of looks like we're getting there, right guys? I really am starting to feel like we've got 20 years remaining, and I reckon, yeah, I reckon we got this. It's going to come down to whether or not... It's going to come down to whether or not those bugged out provinces are going to ruin the achievement for me. Either way, if we did not get the one faith, guys, it will be disappointing in a sense, but it will truly be a sort of spiritual one faith. Don't you guys agree? Like, I did all that I can do. I could probably, like, revert back to another patch or something like that. But as far as actually achieving the actual achievement, I can get that in my Austrian game right now. I'm very confident. So it will not be perfect. Sometimes this world doesn't work out exactly how you would have liked, but it could certainly be worse. I really hope we do just get it though. That'd be nice. Those little weird white provinces out there are a bit of a stain on my world, but it is how it is. Okay, come on, throw these back down. Don't be a noob. I know you're getting cocky, Monk. You think you got this, but throw them back down. You're not going to get there without converting them up. Yep. Ah, god dang it. The occupations like unselect everything, it seems. Or maybe I didn't even select them. I might just be going crazy. I actually saw my uncle last night, guys. My great uncle, actually. My dad's uncle. Hungarian side. So what does that mean? Oh my god, the war school course is so close. Oh, please. Okay, phew. Now, we have to demoralize him quickly, because as British Mexico begins to... Nice, I'll precision's really high. As he begins to make occupations, then the war school cost will increase. We must demoralize this guy enough quickly here to piece him out. What was I saying? Hungarian side, guys, equals they may or may not be trying to murder me via alcohol poisoning. It's yet to be determined. Okay, but thankfully, because I'm just genetically such a gigantic savage, and by that I just mean ridiculously huge for no good reason, I can drink about 5 times as much as a normal human being without dying, thankfully. And I mean, by normal, I mean somebody who's not like my great uncle, who can just drink an inhuman amount for... I mean, he's small, basically. He's not as big as I am. Is that their full annexation? No, it's not. Look at that. See, it's there. Okay, we got it. Phew. See, they unoccupy the provinces, and then it increases the war school cost. Thank goodness we got it. If they kept doing that, then we would have been wrecked here. Stupid game, and you can't ask for the occupations back. Whew. Alright, we got him though, that's good. I'm just saying that I drank a lot last night, guys, and that's part of the reason. It's early in the morning, trying to do some work, in quotations, and yeah, feeling a little bit not on top of my game. But regardless of how I feel, we're starting to look like we are. That's 2 provinces there. We are really on top of the game. We're doing really well in terms of converting everything to Orthodox, which is great. I think we should be chilling on speed 5 now, but I'm constantly going to have to pause and go, Russia attacked him. Oh, okay, that should be fine, right? I've got to pause every time I hear the missionaries and quickly at that. I could... I'm also going to attack him because I don't 100% trust the Russians. I would rather take it myself if possible. He's converting that. That's 15. All right, let's convert this 15 size one for him. That dude does not have religious. Okay, he's caught up his lands, some of it. Can you convert it though, please, with your religious ideas? I would appreciate it. And I should start converting heavily in Mexico. But he needs to core up many of those provinces, I know. Yeah, I would, if we can get on there, which I think we just did, before the Russians do, I would prefer to take that myself. Because the Ruskies, you know, they have religious ideas and they should do it, but I just, I get nervous that they wouldn't for some reason, you know, do something stupid, even though they would. The only time they hadn't was when, it was in trading company region, right? Yeah, sorry Russia, I just trust myself more. Speaking of which, throw down the missionary. You idiota. Somebody said I mispronounced idiota, which I'm not surprised, guys. That's part of the whole point. It's idiota, I think. I don't know. Why? Why die? Oh wow, that air is really good as well. Oh wow. Oh man, I should have disinherited while I could abdicated our ruler. That air would have really, okay, we've got another air at least, I guess. He would have helped us complete our ideas. I should have actually done that for real. Alright. Well, I think that's it for this episode, guys. And, yeah, we're really getting towards the end of the game now, aren't we? Next episode is mostly going to be sitting here on speed 5 and converting up our provinces manually, unfortunately. So I'm going to be speed 5ing it, pausing every moment when something like this happens. Rebels and or missionaries have to be thrown down. And we may find ourselves get to a point where we've converted pretty much everything that we can. I mean, I could use this tab and just do it automatically. There's really not that many, guys. Considering they can convert so quickly. Look at that. 4s, 5s. There's really not that many 6s. But these are the ones which are going to be annoying. Because we have to wait. Now, I don't think any of these modifiers actually last after the game ends, which is the good thing. But we are going to be waiting on the last one of the... My prediction is that we have converted everything up. And we're going to be waiting on the last modifiers like that, whether it is myself or, for example, this one, which ends in... No, there are later ones in that. So we can judge at like 1808 For example, if... Okay, that guy is converting. It's just taking forever. I was like, wait, are you still converting? Yeah, at 1808, if that guy's not converting that province for some reason, which he should be, we can decide to just go in and take it from whoever owns it at the time. Like right now, he's winning against Brandenburg, and he's the one with the religious ideas, so we're good. Either way, guys, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. It's going to be a little bit boring, is what I'm trying to say, but that's how this campaign's been in general, right, guys, for like the last 200 years. So really appreciate you guys being here, and appreciate those of you who are going to stick around and see this campaign out, and see if we do actually get that achievement, even though we deserve it. Don't you guys think we deserve it? I think we deserve it, but who knows? Maybe we don't, and I'm a dummy. I'm going to get it in another game either way. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.